Oh my goodness, I'm just kind of thrown off this morning. And Barry Kay's even here early.
Well, that'd throw anybody off.
Out there this morning.
Hey, yeah, good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us on, this is Athens in the AM on a Friday morning edition. Cooper coming live. Barry Kay actually showing up on a Friday morning before the program starts. Go on, Barry. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new world. Coming up later, Mark Moody will join us from Marmac Real Estate, the #1 listing agent in the Tennessee Valley, or about to be one since he's advertising on this fine, outstanding morning program now. Plus, Barry Kay's going to get some tips on how to do his makeup from now on.
That's right.
And I will too, since I wear it. Gloria's got a special guest coming in this morning. A makeup professional, Frank, can make you look 80 again.
I hope so.
So, we'll have all that going on this morning. Plus, I'm going to try to run up some video over to Farmers Market over in Decatur that I haven't gotten to yet, so hopefully we'll get that. We'll talk some real estate later this morning. I got some things going on I found this morning. Barry will be warming up, singing a few tunes for us in just a little bit since he's early. Matthew not with us this month or last month. He's doing a lot of traveling during the week, and his kids, when school starts back, Matthew will be back up here with Chick-fil-A, so we'll get that going. And yes, let's just get to the main subject. 3 weeks from today, I'm going to be 60 years old. We are still accepting gifts of all sorts up here, so we'd like to get everybody in on that. So don't forget, yes, little Jamie Cooper will be 60 years old. It's hard to believe. Somebody as good looking, sexy, youthful, in shape as I used to be is going to actually turn 60 years old.
I hear everyone laughing now.
Yeah, join us this morning too. Mark Moody, already in the house. Mark, good morning. Good to have you in here.
Good morning.
I just listed you as the #1 listing agent, soon to be, because you're advertising on this show, in North Alabama. Maybe the whole state.
Sounds great to me.
Yeah, sounds good. Roll Tide, too. We'll be talking about a lot of things. Football season kicks off 3 weeks from last night. South Carolina, I think, opens with North Carolina. High schools get cranking. Now, next Thursday, starting here on the show, we'll be starting to have some of the local coaches on. I think Coach Dan Stiles is coming over from Brewer High School.
That's right.
Coach Pugh may be joining us. Coach Legg from up at Ardmore may be joining us. So we'll see what's going on. I want to try to get some of the smaller schools involved this year, too. All right, let's get it cranking on this Friday morning edition of Cooperman Company Live. I think it's going to rain and rain and rain, ain't it?
We may as well just start pairing up. 72 degrees out there.
Sounds good to me.
72 degrees out there, and yes, rain in the forecast. By this afternoon around noon, we should see those storms pop in, I guess you can say. 40% chance of those showers today, 88 for that high, 72 for the low. I should just say ditto for the next 5 days. Yet again, rain sticks with us every day, so just enjoy.
Yeah, News Courier this morning's got a mid-afternoon thunderstorm, and yesterday sparked a structural fire, but they're expecting the same this weekend, and even on AL.com this morning, Mark, if you ain't had time to research all that, I'll fill you in. Rain, rain, and rain.
That's right.
So it looks like.
That's what it looks like. Good time to list a house, isn't it, with all that rain? Yeah. How are you?
Makes the yards good and green.
Yes, it does. I haven't been able to get out and cut. I usually have to cut my own grass. People may not realize that, but I've not been able to get out and cut it this week because it rained too much. I got to give a shout out to my lawn man that helps me do a little bit. Stevie the other day, he was down there. He said, I'm gonna go poison little stuff, Roundup. I didn't know he was going to do it in the front of the house around the flower beds to keep him having to weed eat so much.
Way
I got brown circles all through my house out there. Way to go, Stevie. Yeah, I just want to say, but he does a good job beyond that. So how are you?
I'm good. Doing good.
Y'all busy?
We are. We're busy.
Yeah. Hey, let me back up a little bit. I want to give a shout out to I still call him Judge Davis down at the Limestone Chapel. I called him yesterday. I said, hey, have you got, yesterday morning, Mike Davis, I said, I need some advice on how to do a eulogy. I've never done one before. Yesterday was my first one. We had Johnny Evans' funeral yesterday. We showed that video yesterday. Were you ever on Johnny's show?
No.
Growing up? I wasn't either, but I had a lot of people that were. But we were out there yesterday, and about a 3 or 4 hour deal by the time we went through visitation and everything. But got a great, fantastic photograph, and I want to explain a little bit of it. That's me on the left. That's Liz Hurley on the right, and that's Adrian Gibson in the center. It was 30 years ago yesterday exactly that Adrian hired Liz Hurley out of college to come to work at Channel 31. We figured it up. Gloria figured it up yesterday. Between the three of us, there is 110 years television experience in North Alabama alone, which that's the only place we've ever worked. Can you believe that?
That's awesome.
110, 100, maybe, okay. Let's just say 105 years.
Yeah, I'd say 105 to 110.
And what are you saying by that?
I'm old. Adrian is, all right, for you folks who remember Adrian Gibson, Adrian is 77.
Yes, he was delightful yesterday.
I'm not going to tell you how old Liz is, but do the math. She's been there 30 years
Hey,
now.
she ought to be proud of her age.
She is one of the probably the most classiest lady I've ever met in my life.
Yes.
She is very, very classy. I'm honored to be a friend of hers and to have known her for 30 years because, of course, I was already a legend at 31 when she came there 30 years ago.
Whatever.
Yeah, I was a child watching.
Yeah, I know. You couldn't wait to watch those Country Rover stories, could you? Coming on at night at 6 o'clock. All right, one other little kid. Hey, you got a couple grandkids, don't you?
I got one due September 30th.
All right, on the way. Here's ours working. Already put her to work down at Herbs and More. They're moving to a new location by September 1st. Here's Maddie in a box, ready to go right there. Yeah. She's walking around in the building right there, ready to go. Maddie's helping, so we'll be doing a new commercial for them. They're moving into their new location.
Which is going to be
I tell you what, Mark, I'm missing a boat over here by not being in commercial real estate. Bill Means seems to have a monopoly on everything over here.
Yes.
You do commercial?
I do a little bit. No,
well, we and you need to start honing in on him a little bit over here and team up, start getting something. If we can find any spot available on 72. It's like hotcakes over here now. You can't get it, and it costs $2 or $3 million just, get into something over there. Football season coming up. You ready?
I'm ready.
Roll Tide. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Now, Mark, I did find a story on here, if I can find it right quick. Yeah. Now, I don't know how big of homes you handle, but here's an article here talking about Billionaires Are Us. This is on AL.com. But it said Billionaires Are Us. Toy magnet sells 21 million Manhattan penthouse in luxury building where residents, Mark, are worth less than 100 million are considered poor. Now, this is the guy who started Toys R Us, Charles Lazarus.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, the 4-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom duplex is spread over the 11th and 12th floors in one of the city's most exclusive co-op buildings, 5th Avenue, New York City. The building is filled almost entirely with old money to huge family fortunes. But if you're worth 100 million or less, you're considered poor. That's about like living in my neighborhood.
Well, we're poor.
We are very poor.
No, we're not.
What?
Very blessed.
Very poor. But I got another story, Mark, that comes right back with that may be more up to my category right here. This guy has gone from, take that extreme, he has gone to living in a dumpster and has put a bathroom in it. I'm not kidding you. This guy here has turned a $2,000 dumpster, Mark, into a fully functional home, complete with a bathroom, bed, kitchen, and a sun deck.
Oh, wow. They're in a wonderful view.
And now, what's the neighborhood like?
Well, I don't know, but see, we could get in the dumpster business. We could probably put 100 of these up on I got a perfect place at the river that's listed with Marmac Real Estate.
No,
Now, can you imagine? I come out there and we start putting up a bunch of these dump. Look, fully functional. The kitchen evidently is in the door.
I could.
Huh?
Well, no, I'm not even going to say.
What?
Nothing. You would think someone would do that for homeless people or something. At least they'd have.
Screw the homeless people. I'm worried about people that live in something like that. What can we get? What can we get for one of those?
You're awful.
I don't think we can get a whole lot for it.
No.
But look.
He has electricity.
Electricity in the thing. You got a bathroom. You got a kitchen.
That's a mobile home and no wheels.
Standards.
And you could just easily pick it up, move it somewhere, or somebody else. You'd be sleeping one night. Somebody else. Did you bring Jonathan with you?
No.
What about them leather pants he's got? I wanted to try them on this morning.
They won't fit you.
Hey, do you do makeup for guys too?
She can't wait to get a hold of your hair either.
Huh?
She can't wait to get a hold of
your
your
hair. You do hair too?
Yours possibly.
Well, you say, yeah. Are you indicating there's something wrong with mine?
Oh, I didn't say that.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't have to.
She heard it.
I can take a hint. Hey, I saw this wonderful picture out of Decatur Daily this morning. You ever been to Lakon Trade Days?
I have.
Well, have you ever enjoyed wash pot pork skins on Sunday? Look at it. Now, this is their kitchen over there, but their specialty is wash pot pork skins. Now,
You know what
we're
grosses
going
me
over
out?
there.
I have actually been there before.
You used
and-
to live next door to it.
No, I did not. I did live in Faulkner
In the
though, for a
dumpster.
short time. Yeah, that's probably
Hey, if we
right.
put a dumpster on the back of a truck, we
Do
could
you-
call it a mobile home.
Why do some of them have hair on them? That's just the most disgusting thing to me.
Frank, why do pork skins have hair on
That's
them?
nasty, nasty, nasty.
Scrape the hog good.
That's gross. That's where I saw it.
hog
I've
did
been
not
grossed out ever
shave.
since.
Hog did not shave before they cut his skin off.
Ugh,
I love a good pork skin.
that'll, ugh. That's nasty.
They're not fattening.
They're disgusting.
No fat.
They
No
go
fat.
good with an ice cold beverage.
And clog up those heart arteries.
Well, you know, but, I mean, that's a great looking shot. Lakon, I ain't been there for, last story I did at
20
Lakon,
years
when
ago.
I was at Channel 31, I did a story. I was desperate that day.
Apparently.
A guy had I am not kidding you, a guy had a dead beaver for sale. I'm not kidding you. He had a dead beaver for sale.
Who would want one?
Somebody interested in a dead beaver, I guess, but I mean, that was the way it was, a dead beaver. All right, this weekend, coming up tomorrow at Martin's, I'm going to give them a free publicity. The Mountain Man will be at Florence tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1, Duck Dynasty signing autographs.
Well, charging, I'm sure.
Now, I don't watch Duck Dynasty,
I don't either.
I flipped through the channels, remember?
but evidently, it's pretty doggone good, and these guys are for real.
Abby says yes. Shut Up says yes.
Man.
They have a
Dang
big
it.
fan base.
Amazingly
Oh, I did read that
huge.
before they started doing their TV thing, they made these duck calls. They sold like 95,000, Barry, the first 1 year. The next year, when they were on Duck Dynasty, I think they sold 750,000.
Nice.
My 4-year-old grandson has one.
A Duck Dynasty call? Well, they cost about like $90, don't they? But anyway, well, you got to get your grandson in. I hope he's a Bama fan.
He is.
Yeah, good.
He will
That's the way
be.
to go. All right, we're going to talk with you more later on this morning about listing houses all throughout North Alabama, down at Marmac Real Estate. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit. Plus, we're going to learn some makeup tips here in a moment. Barry, looking at you, you might use some.
Yeah.
We're gonna go local
Nancy, everyone's gonna
and
want her to
loving
help
it here
them.
on a Friday morning, and give Mark a chance to get a cup of coffee. We're gonna talk some makeup tips in just a moment. Here's Barry K, local and loved it on a Friday morning edition of Cooper and Company. Y'all, hang on.